Scott. Ask Scott.
Good morning, Scott. My name is Brandon, and I'm a longtime listener and first-time caller. I'm about ready to take action, and I've been researching a product on Alibaba. I've noticed when I've been doing my research that the deeper I get into Alibaba, farther from page one, that I'm noticing that companies are coming up multiple times, and the MOQs are different. But I feel that in my research process that I have sent multiple emails to the same company asking the same questions. Do you know if there's any way to kind of filter that out by company, or do I just have to go through and handwrite notes for all the companies that I've contacted? Thanks, and looking forward to future podcasts.
Okay, first off, Brandon, thank you so much for being a longtime listener. That means so much because when I was first starting this podcast, I didn't know if I was going to have 2 people listen or, 100 people listen. And now this has grown into thousands, which has just been amazing. And I owe it to all of you first-time listeners that started with me from the beginning. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And yeah, what I want to say here is on, as far as like taking action, it's like you're listening and you're getting all this information. I just want to say this to everyone that has kind of been doing that, right? We need to consume the information, but we need to take action on it, right? Pick one thing that you can do to really move yourself forward. And I know that it gets overwhelming at times because we have a lot of things coming at us. But the one thing that I'd like to just kind of insert here into this session of Ask Scott is really like take this information that you're learning or that you're absorbing and then pick something that you can do. And in this case, we're talking about sourcing, right? We're talking about you're at the stage now where you've done your product research, which is that's great, right? So let's give you a round of applause on that. That's awesome. Now you're into the product sourcing stage, and now you're into Alibaba, and now you're starting to get a little bit confused, which is fine. But now we got to get you through that. So how do we get you through that? Well, this particular question that you're asking, I really don't pay too much attention to that stuff. I got to be honest with you. Yeah, you might be wasting a little bit of time, but I'm just copy and pasting to anyone that has a product that is related or that looks like it's the similar product just to get that conversation started, that interview process started, as you guys have heard me talk about before. Because, yes, you're right. What they're doing is multiple agents are listing for that same manufacturer. So you may be sending 5 or 10 different emails to, those different agents, or maybe one agent has gotten clever and created 10 different listings in Alibaba with the same product. That's fine. So you're going to show up in their inbox 5 times or 10 times. It's going to make them say, hey, you better get a hold of this person, right? So there might be a way to filter that out inside Alibaba, but I got to be honest, I haven't really paid too much attention to that because I'm just firing off emails. I'm like just contact, the contact button, and then just, copy, paste, and then waiting for the results to come back to me with whoever emails me back. So again, it's one of those things that I don't spend a lot of times figuring out a way that I can, eliminate that from happening. I just keep trying to drill down and trying to find, that one supplier or 2 suppliers that I'm going to be able to work with. And it's really, it is a numbers game at that point. But then once you find that agent, then from there, you can start drilling down into their catalog. You can start drilling down into their resources and all of that good stuff. So hopefully that's been helpful to you. But again, I just want to go back and circle back to talking about consuming the information. We have so much information out there, so much information. And there's something that I heard from Pat Flynn, who actually, he learned it from someone else and basically was talking about just-in-time learning. So whatever stage you're at in your business right now, learn that, do that, and then move on to learning the next thing, right? This way here, you're not trying to learn the entire process and then being overwhelmed by it, right? Yes, you want to know the overall picture. So this way here, you know where you're going towards. But then once you do that, don't worry about figuring out all the things that could potentially come up when they might not even come up, if that makes sense.